Well, there really seems to be light at the end of the tunnel. After a very difficult year cooped up at home, the world is slowly opening up and we are finally able to go out. And to go places, we can rely on the all-new 2021 Sienna, an all-hybrid with all-new styling. The good news is, our favorite minivan is now a sleek hybrid and available with a sport-tuned suspension, so we can enjoy both a dynamic drive and amazing fuel efficiency. We know that this pandemic literally stopped the world in its tracks. But our life went on, right? And even in quarantine, my children grew up. Leo is now 2 years old and has started preschool. And my 5-year-old Lily also now has swimming lessons, singing, and even soccer practice and games. Imagine all the driving, but that's not a problem with the all-new 2021 Sienna, a hybrid with a class-leading EPA estimated 36 combined MPG and has an incredible 648-mile driving range. And when it comes to comfort, Sienna's available super long slide seats and captain's chairs with built-in ottomans has it covered. And let's not forget Sienna's available hands-free dual power sliding doors, which definitely make life easier, especially for mom and dads. The all-new 2021 Sienna has got everything I need to help me conquer my busy mompreneur life. And while everyone is wondering if this new year will give us a better normal, I know for sure that this new Sienna will give me an easier normal.
Hello po, I'm Justin of SB19.
Hello po, ako po si Ken.
Hello po, I'm Pablo.
Magandang araw, ako po si Stel. And I'm Josh, and we are
SB19.
Kamusta po kayo?
SB19, hello and welcome to So Jannelle. Congratulations are in order. You're the first ever Filipino group to be nominated at the Billboard Music Awards. How did you find out about the nomination and what was your initial reaction?
Yung staff po talaga namin yung nag-congratulate po sa amin. Honestly, hindi ko po alam na nominated po kami and I was asking them, what's happening? Anong meron? Baka nagko-congratulate kayo? And they told me na, you guys were nominated for the Billboard Music Awards for the top social artist. So, oh my God! Sobrang overwhelming nung experience. Sobrang nakakaiyak. And it felt like ito po yung parang biggest achievement namin so far. Medyo na-pressure din pero more excited po.
What do you think played the big part na para ma-nominate kayo for BBMA?
Well, honestly, hindi din po kami makapaniwala at hindi namin sigurado kung paano po nangyari ang lahat. Pero one thing is for sure, parang siguro po kasi yung mga fans namin pareho po ng pinaglalaban or pareho ng pinaniniwalaan namin. So, thankful po kami na yun nga po, sila talaga yung nag-work hard for us. At the same time na parang binibigay po namin yung mga insights namin, talagang naiintindihan po nila at sila na po nag-amplify ng mga bagay-bagay na yun.
2 years pa lang kayo, no? And what a great feat this is. But people see the 2 years, pero they don't see the years prior na talagang you underwent rigorous training, right? Do you remember that those times? Do you remember na kung paano kayo nagsimula individually?
Hanggang ngayon parang nananaginip pa rin kami kasi parang every time na meron kaming nare-receive, bumabalik talaga, nagta-travel back kami nung 4 years before kung paano kami nahihirapan sa training namin, kung paano kami nag-a-adjust sa mga bagay-bagay agad. Kami yung klase na nagbe-breakdown kasi hindi namin alam paano namin naayusin or paano namin tatapusin yung isang performance ng mabilisan. Naalala rin po namin yung mga time kung nahihirapan po kami when it comes to financial problems po. Syempre, during training, hindi naman po kami sumisweldo.
Thankful na kahit marami kaming struggles na pinagdaanan, nakarating naman kami kung nasan kami ngayon.
Yung mindset ko po talaga, performing po talaga yung gagawin ko sa buhay, whether it be without them or solo. It's good to be back. It's nice to see these familiar faces. And yun po, parang thankful ako. Nandito na kami. We made it. And salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta po sa grupo po namin simula pa nung umpisa pa lang.
There's this one fun question from Jonah Velardo. Would you date a fan?
Alam mo kasi
Definitely.
makapagsabi niyan, kung yun nga, if it hits you, it hits you. So, pwede
And
talaga.
from Chelsea Consulta, pakitanong po sa kanila, bakit daw hindi nyo inaccept yung friend request niya?
Oh,
No, ito, okay. So the real question daw is, ano ang reaction nyo pag may mga fans na sobrang hysterical in front of you?
So pag nakakita po ako ng ganun, parang I try my very best to kausapin sila parang, uy, kalma ka lang kasi parang, ako lang to, parang kami lang to, pwede tayo mag-usap ng normal, wag kang mahiya, tao lang ako.
One is from Instagram. Does dance come naturally to you?
Siguro po yung iba po sa amin, innate na po yung dancing. Pero po sabi nga po ni Kevin Durant, if hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work. So, kailangan po talaga iti-train yan, ipinapractice.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced backlash na parang K-pop wannabe?
Sabi nga po ng mama ko, wag na po magpa-apekto dahil mas kilala namin kung sino kami. Ayun po.
Tama po yan.
Tsaka, it will take some time para ma-appreciate po nila at malaman nila yung purpose ng ginagawa po namin.
Ano ang hinahanap nyo in a girl?
Nahanap po yung girl mismo, syempre, yun po. One word ba?
One word lang.
Friendship.
Understanding.
Dedicated.
Open-minded.
Para sa akin, hindi po type ng girl yung hinahanap ko. Hayaan ko yung love yung makahanap sa amin.
Wow!
Sabi ng mama
Sabi
niya.
pa ng mama mo yan.
Our beloved 18, sa pinakamamahal naming 18. Wala na kaming masabing, actually, thank you is not enough for everything that you have done for us. Hanggat nandyan kayo at naniniwala kayo sa amin, hindi kami susuko sa mga gusto namin gawin dahil hanggat nandyan kayo, isasama namin kayo kung saan kami magpunta dahil sama-sama tayong go up. Yes, maraming salamat po. We love you!
Thank you.
Mom, Dad's crying again.
Babe, you've watched this like 15 times and you still cry.
I can't help it. I mean, they were right here.
Honey, you want some more ramen?
Let's go see where they got back together.
Okay, let's check that place out.
You're not going to cry again, right?
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
Rod Mercado po ang inyong utang expert. Kung kayo po ay may mga utang na malaki dahil sa hindi inaasamang mga pangyayari sa buhay gaya ng pandemya, nandito po ako laging handang tumulong sa inyo. Tulad ninyo, ako ay may utang din. Pero ang susi ng di pagkakabaon dito ay ang tamang pagmamanage ng inyong financial. Ang mga utang natin don't define us as a person. Pero responsibilidad dito na dapat nating harapin. May solusyon. Tumawag sa Financial Rescue. Ang Christmas holiday daw ay holiday din for side gig. Tama yun, why not? Take advantage of the opportunities. Williams Sonoma, $14 per hour. Meron silang 40% discount para sa mga employees. Yung wine.com, meron silang hinahanap ng mga customer service staff sa New York, New Jersey, California, Oregon, Texas, and Ohio. Uncommon goods. Nangangailangan sila ng remote and in-person staff. Narinig mo na ba yung Amazon? Nag-hire sila ngayon 150,000 people. Ang trabaho, order fulfillment. Ito naman, Vail Resorts. They're hiring seasonal remote travel consultants and sales agent. And they're paying around $15 dahil sa pandemic. Marami sa ating mga big goals natin, nakalimutan natin yan, na-set aside natin yan for a while, right? Pagkakataon na ito ngayon, lahat ng kinikita ninyo, extra during the holidays, set aside ninyo. Pero kung may mga utang tayo ngayon, kailangan na natin bayaran, lalong-lalo na yung mga high-interest credit card debts natin.
Hello everyone, my name is Jannelle So, and this is So Jannelle. It is nice to be back on TV. Did you imagine that you would reach these heights and achieve all these things?
give up kahit na anong trabaho pa yan.
It was one of the greatest thrills of my career thus far.
Be loving.
I love that I get to spread joy.
Isang mapagpalayang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Huwag kalimutan kung saan nanggaling.
Never ever compare yourself with others.
We're experiencing a syndemic.
Gone are the days where we can just sit idly and be quiet.
Call them our frontliners, but they really are the last line of defense.
We're all exposed.
We are celebrating our 3rd year. Very grateful that you have chosen to spend time with us.
SB19.
Catch us on
So Jannelle.
Thank you to all of you for joining us.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon po sa ating mga kababayan. What a wonderful day. And wonderful because I have been given this chance to be part of a very special show that you have been watching in the last 4 years. So we are celebrating the 4th anniversary of a very, very special show. And today, this afternoon, we speak to, you know, the mind, the heart, the body of the show. And I'm talking about So Jannelle. And right now, I'm doing a conversation with Jannelle Soto.
Wow, thank you so much. That is so special, being interviewed by no less than the King of Talk in the Philippines, one of the hosts that I really look up to, media personality as well, and really one of the pillars of the entertainment industry in the Philippines. So this is such an honor. Thank you for making time.
It's a difficult journey. It's walking on tightrope. It's a balancing act to a certain extent, but you can enjoy it because I love, again, your word, because you're committed to it. So you are committed to So Jannelle.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero Jannelle, sa So Jannelle, sino ang audience mo? And what is your most important message to that audience? Constantly, what is it that you want to tell your audience?
Really, my audience for So Jannelle, my primary audience are Filipinos and Filipino Americans. That's why, Kuya Boy, I'm needing help, you know, to promote So Jannelle. Because when we talk of the stories that we feature, Kuya Boy, just to give you an idea, we feature stories of immigrant personalities from the Philippines. One performer from the Philippines, very successful, moved to LA, is now enjoying his life as a truck driver. You know, there's an actress in the Philippines, left at the height of her career, moved to the States and became a hospice nurse. Right? These are the stories that won't necessarily make it to mainstream, but we need to know about. Because first, immigration, there's a lot of lessons to be learned from immigration, right? And there's a lot of tips that we can learn from each other. Number 2, more than that, the Filipino spirit. The Filipino spirit, the Filipino resilience. It's something that I want to celebrate on So Jannelle. These are the kind of stories that, with these stories, I want to share the message that we are a great people, but we also need to support each other.
Tama. We really need to help each other. We have to be kinder to each other. Now, I caught some of your episodes. I saw your Paco Arispacochaga episode. I enjoyed that. He is a friend of mine. And a couple of other episodes. And you're right. Huwag tayong maghilaan. Kasi we need to help each other. We need to say a nice line to each other. Hindi yung bolahan, but, when somebody deserves praise, let's get together. At iangat natin. Let's lift each other up. Diba? Ang layo ng mararating natin as a people. Diba? But congratulations for all that you do on So Jannelle as you celebrate your 4th anniversary. And congratulations on your life. I mean, 7 years with Lester, Mr. Lester Perkins.
Thank you, Kuya Boy. I've been through so much. I think it's just an affirmation of the fact that God has plans for us, and
you're listening. And you're listening to the plans. Yeah. And I want young people in America, I want young people around the world to realize this, that we Filipinos are a good people. Naniniwala talaga ako doon, Jannelle. And thank you again. Last questions. I always end my interviews with some last question. I'm not going to ask you for, whether it's sex or chocolates, or lights on or lights off. But you are at the entrance of heaven. You're at the pearly gates, and God is there. And He says, "My daughter Jannelle, welcome to heaven. But what was the best thing you did for me?" What would you say?
I raised my children knowing you and loving you and respecting you.
Jannelle, can you try writing your epitaph? How would it go?
I don't know. I haven't thought of that. Here lies Jannelle So Perkins, I guess. No. An advocate for her community, a wife, a daughter, and a mother.
Just complete the statement. I am Jannelle So, and
I know it's so cliche. I am Jannelle So. I am a child of God.
fantastic. Jannelle, maraming salamat.
Thank you.
For this opportunity. And I can only wish you all the best that life can offer. God bless you. Thank you.
You made it so special. Thank you so much for making time. And I hope this is not the last. I hope to have more conversations, collaborations with you.
Can be the beginning of many conversations. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All of you to please catch Trilogy in the United States.
Featuring yours truly and my friends Morissette and Christian Bautista.
We will be at Pachanga Resort Casino on April 9, 2022, Saturday at 8 p.m. See you there.
Tell me your name. You're lovely. Please tell me your name.
Rod Mercado po. Ikaw, ako, lahat tayo tinamaan ng pandemya. Kailangan nating magtulungan. For a limited time, Financial Rescue guarantees lowest monthly payments. Ang utang natin dapat bayaran sa paraang kaya natin. Alamin, Pandemya Lowest Monthly Payment Program ni Rod Mercado. Ano pa ang hinihintay mo? Magtulungan tayo. Call us now.
I am an actor who happens to know how to cook. Cooking, I found it so relaxing, and I wondered why. That's really the reason. It's just home. I just enjoy doing this. I hope it shows, and I just want to take you along for the ride.
I have been waiting for this day. Was so excited when we confirmed this interview with Top Chef Amateurs. Lorenzo Beronilla.
Beronilla. However you want it, you got it.
He flew in from New York. What a journey you've had to Top Chef Amateurs. It is a spin-off. So it's the first season that's happening right now. It premiered July 1st. Your episode is airing when?
This Thursday at 9:30 on Bravo TV.
Some of you will find his face very familiar because you may have seen his YouTube videos. What, 45 million views?
Yes, 45 million views.
Oh my
and climbing.
Oh my gosh. You're not even a chef. You're not a chef.
No,
right.
We're Filipino. We are always around food. So we have big families. So we're always in the kitchen. Well, made to be in the kitchen. They'll force us. So I always just was helping.
I love that.
That's how it started. So whenever I find opportunities to be on a commercial or some type of shoot, when there's cooking involved, of course I'd be very comfortable. So typically I would get that shoot. So that's how I kind of found my way into the cooking world. I was always booked as a chef. One day, Epicurious just had a gig out there for a pilot series. I said, sure, why not? It went viral in a week.
My take on pork sisig, which is a Filipino dish, is part of my heritage.
You are the chopped champion. For some truly top-notch carnivorous cooking at $10,000 is your prize. Congratulations.
I'm so happy. My chopped episode was all about pork. After I heard about that, I felt I had it in the bag at that moment because, you know, Filipinos and pork, it's definitely our animal.
Chef Denevin Miranda, first of all, congratulations, crowned chopped champion for 2021. Maraming salamat for making us proud, Filipinos.
Thank you, Jannelle, and thanks for having me on. It's wonderful to celebrate Filipino and Filipino Americans around the world, and I'm happy to showcase some of our heritage through the platform I have.
Getting right to the first question, can you take us through your cooking journey? When did it start, your love for the culinary arts?
My parents immigrated to New York to be raised around my family. Many of my aunts and uncles, my grandmother all lived here. I was just always surrounded by food. It's the Filipino hospitality. And my grandmother, I loved watching her cook. She had a beautiful garden in our backyard. I was already experiencing farm-to-table organic food straight from her garden. And so she would grow, the ampalaya and upo and the Japanese eggplants and everything that she couldn't find, she was growing in our backyard so that she can bring a lot of our culture through food in our kitchen.
I love that, farm to table, even before it was the in thing, right?
It was definitely amazing, and you can't even replicate the flavors that you get just from growing your own vegetables.
What was the reason behind joining Chopped?
Chopped actually found me. They actually reached out to me and called the restaurant to see if I was interested in participating. I don't think I ever thought about going into TV. Actually thinking about it much more now, especially the industry, how it's developing, and to have a platform to kind of showcase the talents and things behind cooking and the restaurant industry, I think is so important. The effect of the pandemic and how it really affected the restaurant industry so negatively. Ted Allen, the host, he said that being a platform to showcase these voices of people who work in restaurants and chefs is absolutely the right move because of how it so drastically impacted the industry.
When it comes to my chocolates, I really like to hone in on this Filipino-American aspect, right? I grew up in a Filipino household. My parents are immigrants from the Philippines, but I guess like Asian cacao as a whole is not utilized in the industry. So many chefs use cacao from South America, from Africa, that as an Asian American, Filipino American chef, I really like to highlight, Asian and primarily Filipino cacao.
Daniel Corpus, thank you so much for making time for us. I know that you are hot is an understatement, I think. Everyone's just been texting me. We're so very proud of you. Did you know at that time that this show was coming out?
Back in June, I had known that the show was a thing, clearly, because I had been there. We filmed about a year ago at this point, but we didn't have a definitive date as to when it was coming out. And it was only just recently that they were like, hey, this November 26th, that's the day.
Right. So November 26, 2021, how has your life changed since?
I guess on a surface level, my following has exponentially skyrocketed. I've received so many messages of support and congratulations from people from around the world, and a lot of whom are Filipino actually, being one of the only Filipino Asian American representation on that show. A lot of people have clearly connected with me in that way, and I've been very grateful for all the support that I've received. If you asked me if I was going to be doing this 2 years ago, pre-pandemic, the answer would have been no. Because 2 years ago, my mindset was go into a restaurant, work my way up, climb the ladder, become a pastry sous chef, then become a pastry executive chef, right? But when COVID hit, I lost my restaurant job, and during quarantine, I was like, what can I do? And I was like, let me sell chocolates. That's something I've loved to do. And I did it well, clearly enough that a lot of brands that I use followed me and complimented my chocolate. And because of the amount of chocolate work I did during quarantine, that's what led me to the show. And the show has just solidified that, no, this is what I'm going to do. I was the youngest chef on the show. And I'm going against seasoned vets who've been executive chefs of hotels and restaurants and own their own businesses. So the fact that they went on the show also to learn, and I was kind of like on that same level at that point, it was gratifying to be like, wow, I'm good at what I do, but I can continue to keep learning.
Mom, Dad's crying again.
Babe, you've watched this like 15 times and you still cry.
I can't help it. I mean, they were right here.
Honey, you want some more ramen?
Let's go see where they got back together.
Okay, let's check that place out.
You're not going to cry again, right?
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
Yes! Yes! We are going to the finals!
Nesh Petesio, first of all, congratulations at maraming salamat sa iyo na nakapag-uwi ka ng medalya para sa atin, para sa Pilipinas.
Silver medalist, the Philippines.
Na-imagine mo ba na ganun yung medalyang mauuwi mo, silver, and you're the first female boxer to ever bring home a medal for the Philippines?
Yun po, lagi naman po namin ini-aim na makauwi po kami ng medal. Yun po yung gusto natin. Kapag, yun na yung price ng mga pagod namin, yung makauwi kami ng medalya. Pero hindi ko po inisip na ganon yung medalyang makukuha. Bago kasi nag-start yung taon, sinet ko na yung goal ko para sa sarili ko. Na yung Olympics, ito yung goal ko. Ito yung gusto ko. Kinausap ko yung sarili ko na dito muna tayo mag-focus, labas muna yung mga personal na bagay.
And speaking of that, bakit mo ginagawa yan?
Dahil sa pamilya ko po, mga pamangkin ko. Kasi ayoko pong maranasan nila na nakatira lang sa ilalim ng puno ng rambutan, na trapal lang po yung ginawang bahay. So, alam ko po yung pakiramdam na ganun yung hirap na halos wala pong makain, baga ganun. So, ayoko pong maranasan ng mga kapatid ko, especially ng mga pamangkin ko.
Yes, Philippines! We are moving on!
Carlo, first of all, syempre congratulations, pero mas mahigit pa sa congratulations, maraming salamat. Kasi alam mo naman, maraming pinagdadaanan ng Pilipinas ngayon, pero kayo mga atletang Pilipino, nagbigay ng pag-asa, nagbigay ng kasiyahan para sa mga Pilipino sa buong mundo. Maraming salamat.
Yes po, salamat din po.
Pagka balikan mo yung pagte-training mo sa Olympics, ano yung pinakamahirap na naalala mo?
Sobrang hirap po yung una-una talaga po, yung diet kami, hindi ako makain ng gusto. Disiplina talaga, yun po. Worth naman yung binigay ng Panginoon para sa akin. Kahit anong sakit, masaya naman sa uli. Yun po. Yung determinado po talaga yung puso talaga. Walang imposible pag may puso ka po, yung ensayo ka.
Ngayon na nakamit mo na yung tagumpay sa Olympics. Anong pang pinagdadasal sa gabi?
Pasalamat ako kasi yun nga, nakita ko yung mundo, ganito kasaya. Pagising mo sa umaga, yung pagising mo, okay ka, okay yung katawan mo, okay yung pamilya mo. Sobrang saya po na hindi ko ni-speak talaga po eh. Sobra kasi hindi ako makahawak ng ganito, hindi ako makatungtong dito, hindi ako makasakay ng aeroplano. Parang nag-iinip lang talaga ako. Sobrang saya po, sobra talaga po. Iba talaga ang Panginoon para sa'yo talaga po.
Pag naririnig nila na martial, magaling na boksingero at para sa kanila, ako yung champion. Hopefully, itong interview natin ngayon, after 4 years, marireview natin, si Marshall, 4 years ago, nag-training niya siya, nag-start na siya, and now, nanalo siya ng gold medal sa Olympics. So, yun po yung goal ko, and talagang pagsikapan at pagbutihin ko yung training ko